Hello Internet, James Allen from Out of 8, and today I'm playing Racing Simulation Dirt Rally 2.0. So the last game that Codemasters came out was with Dirt 4, and it came with a mixed reception, especially from people who played the Dirt series for a while and was looking for a more realistic simulation, much like the original Dirt Rally. So this is Codemasters' response to that feedback. Dirt Rally 2.0 is more like Dirt Rally, obviously, with more realistic handling, better than Dirt 4, at least more realistic, at least what you would perceive as realism, having never driven an actual rally car, where the cars are heavier and you have to go slower through the corners and stuff like that. The surfaces also get worn over time, which is pretty interesting, although I'm not really good enough to really notice a difference, whether you go earlier than later. And you also have to select tires between the events. Other than that, the game is pretty much what you would expect. So there's a career mode that you can do in both the rally and rallycross. Every time you do anything, it has to connect online. It saves all your progress online, so if your internet is not available, you can't really do anything. Now, if you use your car in career rally, you cannot use it in any of the online events, which is really annoying. I actually had to abandon a rally so I could use my car, because I'm not going to buy more than one H1 car. I don't have the money to do it anyway, to do the community event. So they have daily events. They have ones that require downloadable content in order to play. And then they also have the weekly events, and then eventually you can go against the AI. Problem is, this is all tied to the career mode. So for example, if I wanted to play this daily AI challenge, which I would have to buy a vehicle. You can see right now I have 92,000. In order to play this event, I would have to have almost $300,000 in credits for one car, which is really annoying. I really hate it when game developers lock content arbitrarily from new players, and that's what you're in. If you're a new player, you can't play hardly any of these except for the events that include the default starting car that they give you. I would much prefer if the developers would just unlock one crappy car per class and then make you pay for the other ones. I would be fine with that. So at least you could participate in all of the daily and weekly online events and not have to just sit there and say, oh, I can't afford it, so I can't play the game, which is really annoying. You also have to purchase all your cars for the career mode, so you can't just pick anything there. So, and again, if you start a career mode in that car, then you can't use it in any of the AI or online events, which is really annoying. So luckily, they have a free play mode. Now you can go in and purchase staff and stuff like that, which will make your car perform better and mostly have shorter repair times. But they do have a free play mode where you can go in and do a customs championship, which is what I'm going to do. Make a couple of short events in here where you do have access to all of the cars and all of the tracks that they have. So that I think is at least a decent compromise, although none of the event results that happen in the free play mode carry over to career mode. You don't earn any money in any of this. So honestly, I've been spending all my time doing custom events and checking what the daily event is for the community events, and then doing it if I have the car for it. The game contains 6 environments for rally. It has Argentina, Australia, New Zealand, Poland, Spain, and US, and Spain is the asphalt one. And then it also has a lot of events from rallycross, which I'm not really that interested in, but some people are, so they keep including it. So I'm going to set up a couple of short events here. So I'm going to start off. I think we'll do Australia and we'll do US. So I'm just going to pick one event. Surface degradation, based on that sort of, whether the track gets worn over time. And then I'm going to just pick two things here. Let's do an R2. And we're just going to do one stage here. Each of the locations has 6 tracks, and then they reverse them, so everybody has 12 tracks. You'll notice there's also no snow, which I'm obviously guessing that they're going to add in as DLC later on. Now, in Dirt 4, my favorite feature was the track generator, and I really miss it here. because only having 6 areas, and really it's not really 6 areas because they recycle a lot of the same parts of tracks and then just change a turn here or there. you end up repeating a lot of the same stuff when you play the same location over and over again. And even though the track generator from Dirt 4 could have used a lot more different tiles that they pasted together to make the map, I still liked not knowing what was coming up next. Here, if you play the game enough, you can kind of memorize what's going to happen next. So we're going to pick, and you can see you can match up the distances, like that 7.77, that's the reverse of that one. So you can kind of pick, match up which one's which. So we'll do sunset, cloudy, dry. And we'll kind of pick a couple short ones. Okay, that's going to be it for that one. I'm going to do one stage from the US. There it is. And we'll switch classes here. I had to pick something with Subaru, though. So we'll do an R4. Actually, I might just do that one. Not doing night, though. Yeah, we'll do showers just to really annoy me. Alright, so that's going to be my entire championships, 2 kind of shortish events, and then that'll be it. So, away we go. Pick your car again. Like I said, you have access to everything here, so I'm going to pick Peugeot. Now, I will say that these handcrafted maps are much more interesting than any of the randomly generated maps that Dirt 4 came up with, but that's your trade-off. You get much more interesting tracks here, but you only get a couple of them. You only get 6 plus their reverses. So, that's your trade-off. So, it really depends on what you prefer. Personally, I'm a big fan of randomly generated content. I think it gives a lot of replay value. That's why the types of games that I play are the types of games I play, because they're different every time. So, I mean, ultimately, my most desirable game would be some combination of the handling from Dirt Rally 2.0 and then the track generator from Dirt 4, which inevitably they'll do as Dirt Rally 3.0, no doubt. Alright, so, like I was saying earlier, you can choose which tire compound you want. Most of the time they just tell you to do medium anyway. So, and then you can tune your vehicle if you like to do that sort of thing. But we're just going to start. And then in these championships, you go based on reversed order. So if you're first, you go last, so you have the more worn area here. Alright, so let's see how terrible I can do here.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 50, 6 left, 30, turn square right. Into 3 left long.
Oops, that's square right there, isn't it? No, let's restart. Sometimes their callouts are not... They're so inconsistent. I changed the callout distance. But still, sometimes they're way ahead, and sometimes they're like right when you're on top of it. This is square right.
Into 3 left long, opens over crest. Into 5 right long, tightens 2.
Like I said, a lot of the cars, at least from previously playing Dirt 4, they're heavier, so you have to go a lot slower going around the turns. That's kind of my primary feedback for how they changed the physics, really. But again, I don't have any real-world experience. I can't really say, whether it's more realistic or not. So. I do like that, unlike Dirt 4, there are mixed surfaces, although it's mostly on the Australia, which is kind of why I picked it. And then it just kind of transitions back after a little bit.
Into 3 left long, tightens 30, crest and jump through narrow gate. Into 4 right long, opens 80. Flat middle of a very long crest. 50, 6 right, 80, 6 right of a long crest, tightens, into 5 left long, tightens of a crest, into 5 right of a crest, into 6 left long, into caution, 5 right of a crest, into don't cut 2 left, tightens narrow, into 6 right, into 2 left tightens. Into 3 right tight long, 30.
Almost missed that
5
turn.
left. 30. Flat middle of a jump.
They've also kind of made the AI a lot harder too,
Long.
which is easy to do. You just give them some arbitrarily fast time for them to do.
30. 1 left.
You know, in
Cut.
Dirt 4, I was able to pretty much consistently win almost every rally, and here I'm middle of the pack at best.
Into 5 right long of a crest.
Now, part of that's probably due to just unfamiliarity initially with how the cars are handling and what the tracks are set up like, but
30. Crest. Into 4 left long. Into 4 right long. Opens.
no. No, that turned out alright.
Into 5 right. 6 left. 30. Keep left of a jump into 6 right. 30. Into keep middle of a crest. Into 3 right long. Tightens of a crest. Into 5 left. Into 5 right. Middle of a crest. 40. 3 left of a crest. Extra long. 50. 5 right of a crest. To keep middle of a jump. 30. Slow 6 right of a crest into 1 left. Into 2 right long, tighten square right of a crest. Into 1 left long, tightens. 60 over finish, into 6 right of a crest, 30 to stop.
Man. So basically there's only 2 sizes of maps essentially. There's ones that take about 4 minutes and ones that take about 10 minutes. That's it. They're like, 4 miles or 7 miles. So pretty much on the nose. Well, you can get a good idea of what the environment's like. So 19th. That's about that's about right for me. At least I didn't finish last. Ah, Subaru, obviously. I'll do that one. Anytime, New England. Anytime. Finally. Alright, let's go.
Start 6 left, opens of a crest into 6 right long of a crest. Good luck. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 6 left, opens of a crest. Into 6 right long of a crest. Into 6 left. And 6 right long. Opens of a crest. 50. 4 left.
The rain is really making it slick, as you would imagine.
Of a crest. Keep right of a 40. 3 left.
Get on the road. Get on the road.
Into 2 right, very long, past junction.
These cars, especially the NR4 cars, are really...
3
You have to go
right,
real slow, especially now in the rain. I'm gonna have to go like creep through every
4
corner.
left of a crest. Keep middle over 150. Caution, 4 left of a crest, narrow. 30. Keep middle of a
Yeah,
crest.
yeah, there it
50.
is. There's the 4.
5 left. And 6 right. 30. 6 right. Opens, keep middle of a crest. Keep right into 4 left. 150.
Yeah, that's gonna be last. Now it's definitely gonna be last place.
Into slow, 6 left, 30, turn unseen, 1 right. Opens 100, turn unseen, square left.
There's my one good corner of the rally.
60. Turn 1 left. Opens 3 long. Sudden turn 2 right, 80. Turn 1 right long over double junction. Opens into 6 left long, tightens, turn hairpin left. Opens flat of a crest long, 30. 6 left and turn 4 right. 40. 6 right of a crest, slow 50. Turn very tight hairpin left.
Not there.
30. 4 right long. Opens 90. 4 left long, tightens 200. Flat left of a crest, past junction 200.
I don't like this.
Slow, turn unseen, 1 right.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Into
There it
5
is.
left long, opens a crest.
Back.
Into 6 left,
Go.
50.
30 seconds. That's so sad.
4 right long. 80. Crest into 6
Are
left
they even
long.
driving in the rain too?
Tightens 4. To keep middle of a jump. 80. Turn 3 right. 100. Turn unseen narrow 4 left of a crest jump. Opens long. 6 left over double jump. Into cut 5 right.
Get on the road.
To keep left of a crest and keep middle of a crest 50 over finish, cut 6 left long to stop.
Alright. Well, that was equal. That was really bad. I hate driving in the rain.
Good.
But I want to show it
Let's
off.
check the times.
Let's not check the times. That's a bad idea. Yeah. Like 30 seconds over everybody else. Yeah. 0 points. Good for me. Alright, there you go. That's Dirt Rally 2.0. So really your decision is the following. Would you rather have more realistic handling, or would you rather have more tracks? If you rather have more realistic handling, then you should get Dirt Rally 2.0, because overall it's a better game. The cars handle more realistically. The worn surfaces, I don't know if that actually does anything because I'm not really good enough to tell. But the game just feels more geared towards simulation players than Dirt 4. However, you are limited to 6 rally locations and 6 tracks per area, and a lot of those tracks recycle the same sequences over and over again. So you have a lot less content for Dirt Rally 2.0 than you do Dirt 4. For beginning players, I would definitely avoid Dirt Rally 2.0 because it's very unforgiving. It's difficult to control most of the cars in the game, except for like the really basic starting slow historic cars. For me personally, I like having randomized tracks more than having realistic handling, so I would probably prefer to play Dirt 4 over Dirt Rally 2.0. What I would have liked them to do is, again, have the handling from Dirt Rally 2.0 with the random track generator from Dirt 4, and have handcrafted maps also. You know, you could still have the 6 handcrafted maps per location, and then use those maps pieces to make randomly generated maps to extend the content more. But again, that's not what they did for Dirt Rally 2.0. So overall, it is a good game. You know, the handling is more realistic. I do not like how they lock the new content from new users because you have to buy all the cars for the career mode and the community events. I also don't like if you're doing a career that you can't also race in the community events. I guess that's realistic, but it's still annoying to have to deal with. I don't want to buy another car of the same class. It's dumb. And again, I hate locking out content from new players. That's really irks me. Still, overall, the handling in Dirt Rally 2.0 is better and improved, and more like Dirt Rally than it was for Dirt 4, which is trying to be more accessible. But it lacks the variety of the track generator, so it really depends on how much missing that content matters to you. That's all I have for today. Till next time, bye now.